DJ Pest is on the beats, ladies and gentlemen.
You rocking with DJ Pest, you know everybody hates Pest.
We rocking with DJ Pest, everybody hates Pest. That way, huh?
Rocking with my bro DJ Pest. Everybody hate Pest except me though.
The grind, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the hustle, the culture, the business, the budget, the paper, the muscle, the grind, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the hustle, the culture, the business, the budget, the paper, the muscle, the grind, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the hustle, the culture, the business, the budget, the paper, the muscle, the grind, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the hustle, the culture, the business, the budget, the paper, the muscle, grind culture.
Hey, yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy DJ Pest, a.k.a. The Bad Guy. This is Grind Culture, and I got my guy in the building, man. I got my guy, Joseph Bills.
Max out, max out, max out, max out. What up, baby?
Extremely lit. We about to max out and get into a really good conversation. How I start this show is I just want to inform everybody that's watching, anybody that's across from me in another seat, this show is about you. It's about who I have in this seat. I want to know about you. I want to know things that I did not know. I want to know the grind.
I feel it.
I want to know how you got to where you got, or where you are, where you're at.
Okay, I like that.
So, let's start about the first example of you wanting to be an artist.
The first example of me wanting to be an artist would have to be Lil Bow Wow. And the reason why, I know, it's a shock for most people when I say this.
I'm shocked.
The reason why, because I'm like, I don't know, like 10, 11, 12. You know, I'm rapping other people's stuff at parties or at school and stuff. And then I'm getting a ride to school with this dude, J.D. Woosley. He works out here at security with a lot of big names and stuff. And he's like, yo, this J.D. and Lil Bow Wow. And I was like, huh? He's like, this kid's as old as you are. And I'm like 12 or something. And I was like, he's as old as I am. And he's on the radio? Like, he's making music and he's rapping his own words? I was like, why am I rapping other people's words? I could write my own words. Funny story. I mean, obviously, he probably wasn't writing those raps. But, you know, I was like, I can do this for me. And so then I was like, let me sit down and try. So I started writing. I'm like 13 when I really started writing raps. And my boy sees I'm like kind of serious about it. And he's like, okay, if you're going to do this, though, you can't write paragraphs. You got to write bars. And I'm like, bars? He's like, look, bro, a starting and a stopping point. Like, he tried to show me the organization and stuff. And then from then, I was like, okay, let me jump into this, man. It's funny, I did this like internet battle league where it's like you record and you send them in and the little community or whatever, like me and you were going, I'll be like, oh, Pest, everyone hates Pest, he thinks he's the best. And the people vote on him. Yeah. So I had 2 different accounts on this thing. I'm like 15, I had 2 different accounts on there and I was 1 and 2. And so the owner of the site, because you know they can see IP addresses, they're like, hey man, I can see they're both of these accounts, bro, but since you're doing so well, I'm not going to kick you off. I'll let you just pick one. And I was like, oh, okay, let me pick the original, you know, JL or whatever. But yeah, man, that was it early on. Like,
how old were you?
I was like 13. I was like, I can do this. Like, why am I not writing my own? I can write raps. I can do this. I like performing. I love being in front of people. Well, let me do this for me. And so then I just started doing that, like 13.
So when did it become serious?
Serious. So 2 parts, honestly, because it was serious, and then I found out what serious really was. So when I took it serious for real, was probably like 18, 19. I had moved out of the house. I had met other people in other parts of the city, and I'm like, oh, cool. They responding to what I'm doing. Let me do this for real. Started doing shows. My first show, I think my first show actually was like 17. I couldn't even get into the club. I was in the car drinking Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? I had some older friends or whatever. But I went on stage my first show, and it was the absolute most horrendous performance of all time.
Was it because it was lit, or was it because...
It was because of a multitude. I was stupid lit. I was maxed out for real. And I didn't understand what I was doing. You know, I was up there having fun. You know, I didn't understand where I was, who was watching me, what the point of this is. I was just like, yeah, I got to rap on stage, you guys. So I'm holding the mic. This is the microphone. You know, you got to talk into the microphone. I'm everywhere. I'm forgetting my words. I'm blacked out, drunk, and I'm rapping over here and over here. And then I catch a couple words and then over here, and they're like, bro, like, they couldn't hear you. I was like, what do you mean? It wasn't loud enough? Bro, you weren't rapping into the microphone. So a lot of lessons I learned at that show. That's my motto now is I take a shot in the shit. Take one shot, and I got to take a shit. It's every show. Day? Every show, bro. We go my archives, my Instagram. Matter of fact, I'm glad we talked about this. I'm going to do that because that'll be a fire segment. But we'll go take the pictures of the multitude of just pants around my ankles, and the one shot. And it was a little emoji. The glass emoji and the poop emoji, bro. For real. Shot and shit. All my homies, like the closest homies, it is actually the coolest part. Like, fans have even learned this. So there have been some fans that come to like multiple shows. Shout out my boy Eric, bro. This is about you, homie. Like, he'll come to the show in the first couple shows, but yo, let me get you some drinks, bro. Like, I fuck with you. And I'm like, oh, no, bro, I can't drink until I get off stage, man. Like, I'll take one shot with you, right? Next show, hey, I got some beers. I'm like, nah, I remember, bro. And by the third, fourth, fifth show, he's like, hey, after I get off stage, he's like, I got your shot for you. Like, it's a thing now, you know? My boy Ace, same way. Like, hey, bro, you doing the Henny? You already did your Henny? Like, like, throw one Henny because they understand, like, that's what I do, bro, because I'm real professional with it. You know, showcases, how many people are forgetting all their lyrics?
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's really easy to set yourself apart when no one else is that serious. And I don't mean no one, but you know what I'm saying. When set artists aren't that serious, it's real easy to look real serious if you just don't mess up. If you just go up there for real. And then from that point, you start to grow and do better for real and whatever. But when I took it serious for real, it was probably... let's see, 2016. So was that 5 years ago? So like probably like 27, probably, or 2015. Yeah, probably like 27 years old. I took it serious for real, like a business, like started my LLC.
What clicked? Like what said I got?
What clicked is I used to be the Arizona rapper to be like, they not rocking with my stuff. They not listening to me. They don't care about my. They didn't hear these bars. They didn't hear these bars I wrote, bro. I'm the GOAT. What are you talking about, bro? I'm trying to impress everybody that I think is dope, and they need to know that I'm dope. They need to know it. And then what clicked, I was like, bro, who cares? Where are the fans? Where are the consumers? Where are the people that genuinely support you and what you make? Cater to them. Like, what are you I'm running around here trying to be like, yo, other rapper, you hear what I just rapped? Did you hear it though? Look at this bar here. Go 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a big problem that a lot of people have that I hope somebody learns from this. Like, it doesn't matter. It's dope to have your peers' admiration, don't get me wrong. Yeah. Because there's been some cats, like, I'm not afraid to be somebody's fan. So I'm a fan of these cats. Like, I'll use De La Prime, for instance. Like, I've been a fan of his, and then come to find out, he's like, yo, bro, I see what you're doing out here. Like, I got you on a record. Bro. This man charges, bro. Big money because it's worth it. He said, I got you on a record, bro. And it's like, I'm like, oh, okay. That's the kind of admiration that was dope for me because I was like, oh, I'm doing something right when the people I look up to are like, yeah, I rock with you, you know? But I wasn't doing what I was doing, so they would rock with me. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what clicked in my head around 2016. That's when I started just doing it for the bigger purpose of the music and reaching people and changing their lives and talking to them. And that really happened just because of life choices, honestly. Yeah. So I think it's probably a little deeper into than I realized. It wasn't just about the music at that point. I was living differently. And so I took a little like big lull in like 2015, like one of them downs on the roller coaster. Like I don't even think I did any music at all, which is strange, bro, because I do this, you know, I love to do this, you know what I'm saying? Even if I don't put it out, I love to write it and this and that. I wouldn't say depression because I don't like to play with that because I might have been, but I wouldn't. You don't want to play with that word. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there are people that really go through are depressed for real. So I'm not gonna just say that. But I was down. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't feel like doing it. And so I started going to church and volunteering at my church. My wife and I was back there running the music or running the lights. You know what I'm saying? And so one of the services, I'm like, oh, I get it. I'm like, God, you gave me this gift so I could praise you with it. And it wasn't even like oh, I guess I'll just do this, like a give up. It was like, oh, I understand now. I should be doing more with it. I just praise you with it. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm good with that. And I can almost track, like, on a graph, on a chart, like, the amount of blessings that came from that day till now. Like, because all I ever wanted was, I just wanted the fans to sing my song back to me, right? So he would give me a little taste. Like, I would get, you know, I never got more than, like, 100 views on any YouTube video, right? So I dropped my Chill Bill remix, and it got like 400 views in the first day, and I was like, oh my God, it resonated. Thank you so much, right? I knew where the blessing came from, right? All right, cool. Then I get, you know, I booked a show maybe, you know what I'm saying? Oh, then I got a feature. Oh, now they buying my clothes. Oh God, I hope they buy these shirts. Like I really just want someone to rock a shirt. And then boom, look at this man. This man is wearing my shirt right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like, I was real arrogant and conceited. I even have a song on my first album called Conceited. Fire record, don't get me wrong. But once I realized, like, it's not me. I'm not doing all of this. You know, I've been gifted these gifts, and it's bigger than me just getting praised for it, right? Yeah. It's bigger than me just getting the hand claps like, yes, I've done this. Look at me now. People applaud me, you know? So anytime I get any type of love, I'm like, it's all God, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so, so I had that life change, and I realized what it was really for. And then I just started getting, like, everything I ever prayed for, bro. I got to start praying bigger prayers now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not just like, oh, let me make this and let me sell that or let me reach, this accolade or goal. It's like, bro, let me travel and go meet people in other countries that'll be like, yo, that line in that song, man, it helped me through something or something. You know what I mean? Like, I want to use the music for more than just things and stuff and accolades. And, you know what I'm saying? I really, when I hear that I changed somebody's day, not gonna change their whole life, but maybe I changed their day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that means the world. Those are trophies to me, if that makes sense.
So, with that being said, what is success? What is success for Joseph Bills in music?
Oddly enough, if music stopped for me tomorrow, and it was just no more music for Joseph Bills and everyone forgot about me, I would say that I was successful. Because just to look back, like, I'll scroll through, I have 20,000 pictures in this phone. I'll scroll back sometimes, you know what I'm saying, and see where I've been and what I've accomplished and what I've been able to do and the people that have rode with me from day one, that the sacrifices people have made to be there and help with this or whatever. Like, it's pretty nuts, bro. Like, the documentary, if I sit down one day and really make it, it'd be a real dope story, bro. But success for me, honestly, would be living comfortably, not having to clock in, and being able to create openly with no constraints, and creating so much that in hopes that most of it or some of it will touch somebody somewhere. Like, maybe this song didn't matter over here, but someone over here really felt it. Okay, cool. But I had time I was feeling like this day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just confined to my 24 hours that I really only have 8 of, that I really only have 4 of, because I got to sleep for 4 hours at least. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I got these 4 hours to go to the studio and get A, B, and C done. I want to be able to do the whole alphabet freely because, streaming money paid the bills this month, or I did a big show that paid for, my mortgage for the next 6 months, something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's success for me, just to be able to create on my own time as much as I freely can, because I'm limited just with the having to go to work. I'm literally limited. Like, the amount of stuff I accomplished while still having to work 40 hours a week is a blessing.
Say that.
Truly is a blessing. Because I know it's not easy, and everyone else that's doing it, they know it's not easy by any means. No. So when I get to the place where I can just wake up, I'll still wake up at 6 a.m. I'll still go to bed at 2 a.m., but those hours will be spent vastly differently. Yeah. And that'll be the most successful time for me. So,
I've been listening to your music. I had to do my little research.
Of course.
You don't cuss.
You noticed that. Yeah.
You don't cuss in your records. Mm-hmm. And I'm curious. I'm very curious.
So I'll send you some links to some older music. My first album, my grandma, she called me and she said, "Joseph, this is horrible." She said, "I can't listen to this." And I was like, "Oh yeah, banana, it's raw, it's rap." She's like, "I understand, but it's just so much." So I'm like, okay. Over the years, I've and it's funny because I'll cuss in real life, Matter of fact, funny story, side story to your answer. Sorry, story time with Joseph Bills goes every which way.
It's all good.
It usually ends up where we're destined to, but we'll take a couple trails. My boy Whit Tucker, he tells me this. I've known him for years now. He tells me this maybe last year. I've known him for at least 5 years. He goes, "It's funny. The first time I met you and you cussed, I was like, oh my God." And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Because you don't cuss in your music, and I had never met you before." I'm like, "Oh, that makes sense." Like, people that only hear my music, they'll be like, "Yo, bro," just like you had asked me. The reason I don't cuss in the music was it goes back to that time when my life had changed, and I said, I want to put out different energy into the universe, into the world, into the atmosphere through my music. Mm-hmm. And so I wasn't living the same anymore anyway, right? I had a steady relationship. I wasn't out there doing any activities that would be felonious, you could say. So I'm like, let me go ahead and cut the cussing out too. And the funny part is, when I stopped cussing, I got so much more creative, because it's easy to say none of that shit. That's easy, bro. But if you have to go a different route to express the same sentiment, I ended up in different places with different bar ideas altogether. This bar got scrapped. It's not even that dope anymore because of where it took me. Yep. And so it helped me. I got way more creative with the writing. And so I encourage anyone, like, not for a moral stance if that's not you, but just try it on a couple songs, and I promise, like, you'll end up in places and bars that you would have never thought of because you didn't have that crutch. It's a crutch in most cases. Some cases, that's just how you express yourself, and good for you. Do that. Do that. That's you, you know? But just try. It's fun to just try it out one day and see, oh, man, what can I write without cursing? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Hey, wait. My bad.
No, go ahead.
Also, the most important part of that answer is now everyone can hear my music at all times. And I never have to send a edited radio version. You know when people will be like, yo, send me the clean version. I say, oh, I actually don't cuss my music, so it is clean. Oh, okay, cool. I don't have to worry about, I don't have to pay for the extra. If you think how many extra hours it takes to make a radio edit, how much more money I'm saving per record, per year, per studio time.
The reason why I'm smiling, the reason why I have this out of body experience right now, because I almost bet money that your answer was going to be that.
Oh yeah,
and I almost lost.
Almost
until you
just
I was
like,
said,
oh wait a minute, the answer, of course.
Until you was like,
I gave you the origin, but I didn't even answer the question. Oh yeah, saving hella bread, and everyone can hear my music anywhere in the world, bro, and not. I don't have to worry about. Oh man, I hope they're not with their parents and they. Because you want to hear a funny side story real quick? We're talking about cussing. Mm-hmm. So I made an album. I think it's probably my second album. I was working. I used to work at Scottsdale at this car wash, and I was out there selling my albums, right? And I'm like, yo, bro, because you upsell, you want to lotion your seats for $10 more, this, that, and the other. I'm like, fam, check this out, bro. I'll give you the $40 wash. I'll sit inside with a $10 bill. Just donate for my album I just dropped, bro. I do music for real. Like everywhere I go, I wear that shirt that got bills. I'm like, this is I put my shirt. This is my uniform. This is what I wear to make money. But this is my uniform. I got bills. That's me. That's my brand, bro. Yeah. And you can feel like the excitement. So most cats, they'd be like, yeah, cool, bro. Here's a 5. Here's a 10. I had one dude give me 40. I'm like, bro. And one day I think I might have made $300 selling the album, and only actually accumulated like $150 worth of sales. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I saw that, I was like, oh damn, like there is money to be made. My dad always told me, like, don't say donations, son. Like, set your price and stick to it. To this day, I still have an issue with that. Like, I really
have an issue with saying your price?
I really truly do, because I appreciate so much that you want this, and that appreciation clouds my business judgments. In some cases, it still happens today. I might say this shirt costs $25, but you bought every shirt I've ever put out, and you bought every album, and I really appreciate the love, bro. You know what, bro? Just give me $10 for this one, and it's like
that's nothing
wrong with that. But I might do that too many times, and it's like, man, like at some point you got to be like, it costs this much. Now, if I want to throw in extra. That's what I do now. I'll throw in some rings, some stickers. Yeah. I'll throw in extra items, right? But I need to stick with whatever my price is, just as on principle. You know what I mean? And that goes from merch, features, to show price, to whatever, bro. You gotta set standard. We were talking off camera about setting standards in different areas of business. I need to set standard across the board for my brand of God Bills Entertainment. And if I want to throw extra stuff in there, that's different, Every business accounts for loss, theft and loss items. I'm not losing money by giving you extra and making sure you're happy, because I really do appreciate the business every time.
So when you sell merch is a very key thing to an artist. A lot of people really don't grasp that the money is made from merch.
It's everything.
As an artist, that's one.
Bro.
So did you follow a model, or you it just hit you like?
I follow my motto, bro. All faith, no fear. You gotta just go for it and believe it's gonna work out. So when I started my first Got Bills drop, I was like, you know what? This is it. I have clothes now. I'm gonna bring them to every show. Started out just in my backpack, bro. Just hella shirts, as much as I could stuff in.
Where was this? Because I got a timeline.
No, do your thing. Career. Do your thing. So this was we were doing the shows at the Chop and Walk. So it's gotta be like. It's gotta be like 4 years ago, maybe 5 tops. But I want to say probably only 4 years ago at the Chop and Walk. Shout out my boy Sal Marcella, R.I.P. But yeah, man, that's where I had my first Got Bills shirt on deck, and it was screen printed, and it wasn't very heavy. And when you washed it 3 or 4 times, all the letters chipped off, and it was on a Gildan. And you don't know none of these things till later. We'll get in, I'm sure, through this answer. But point is, then I had all of them in the backpack. And I'm like, hey, you guys, I did a cipher with the Real Heat City. Shout out Tipsy and Greedy Gonzalez. And on my verse, I said, josephbills.com, I got Bill shirts for sale, holla at me. And after that, Tipsy was like, bro, you got to say that on everything. And I was like, oh, yeah? He's like, no, for real, bro. That's like a slogan. I dare you to find a song where I don't say that on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing now. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I got Bill shirts for sale. Holler at me. Like you said, the merch is funds so much, bro. So yeah, that was I can't remember what year it was exactly, but it had to be about 4 years ago, maybe 2019. No, about 2018, 2017 probably. But yeah, the shirts, they grew from there, because once I started selling them and seeing the product wasn't up to par, I'm like, okay, well, I need people to make sure they enjoy these products. You know, when I buy a shirt, if I wash it one time and it falls apart, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm never gonna buy that shirt again. I'm gonna tell all my people I know don't ever buy that shirt again. So I've gone through maybe 4 or 5 versions of that. Like the one you're wearing right now is like the latest version, where like the letters are even taller. You know what I'm saying? Like the letters are spaced differently. It's always done on. I like vinyl myself. More power to whatever you like, but the vinyl, I use stretchy vinyl so it doesn't break in the wash on the heater. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to make sure you turn it inside out. You fuck your shirt up. No, bro, like, this is good. On anything, this is good. It won't fade on you because I use next level shirts instead of the Gildan shirts, and it costs more, but it's worth more because, you know what I'm saying, they last, bro. Like, I have some of my homies, like, shout out my homegirl Janaea, bro. She has damn near a closet space of Got Bills merch, and all of it looks new still. All of it. From 2019 till today, bro. She might have 10 different shirts and tanks and this and that, and it all looks new. It's all soft still, and that's what matters, bro. Like having quality merch, And if you can't afford it, start somewhere. Obviously, I've started in probably, what was it? I used to do those Prove It shows with Futuristic, like 2000, and I went to school in 2008. I don't know, like 2012-ish, right? That was my first run of Sirius I was talking about. There was 2 different times. So 2000, and I used to make my shirts in the mall. I used to go to the mall and just get one-offs, bro, and just pay $20 per shirt, you know what I'm saying? But just to have it, just to brand myself, you know what I'm saying? The branding is most important. It's not about the dollars, bro. I might have thrown out more shirts that first year than I ever had sold, you know what I'm saying? Say if I spent $1,000 on my run of shirts, I guarantee I threw out $800 worth of it, you know what I'm saying? But everywhere I would go, when it started happening, I go to a gas station somewhere, and they'd be like, "God, Bills, oh, my homegirl got one of the..." "Oh, for real? That's me, bro. Look on the back. Joseph Bills. Look, I got the shirt. That's me. I'm Joseph Bills." Like, "Oh, crap. That's crazy. Nice to meet you." It's a talking point. And, I mean, it's clever. Oh, white ladies be like, "Sure do." You know what I mean? I'll be walking somewhere, they'll be like, "Oh, I got them." And I'm like, "Man, I sell these on the website right on the back." Yeah. And I'll put the website on the back of everything,
Do you see an increase of people going to your website because of the shirt sales?
So, I'm an imperfect person. And unfortunately, the internet and me don't get along that great. One major faux pas that I had made is I did not set up the website tracking properly when I started my website. Yeah. And so it's funny, this year I looked into that and set it up now, but it was just like, dog, how much data I missed out. I was very upset. I was very upset. Yeah. And the good news for me is because I'm such a disorganized person, I've grown over the years to make notes for everything. So I have 4 or 5 years worth of data in my phone. It'll just be an arm and a leg to track it, but I'm going to do it because it's worth it. People's names, the sizes they bought, what color, what kind. I have the data, but it's just not what it should have been. But I have to say yes, that site traffic, I had to have gone up, bro. I almost can't go anywhere without someone being like, "Yo." And that's the coolest thing too, because I'm like, damn, bro, like people are wearing these, I love that you bought it to support me, maybe just as a friend, maybe you love the music, who knows why you support it, but I love that you did. But I know for a fact you're wearing it and rocking it because you like the way it looks, you like the way it feels, because strangers are coming up to me like, "Yo, I seen that." And I'm like, "Bet, that's me, check out my music, hand them a bill, got my info, blah, 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 blah." But yeah, man, branding's the most important thing in my career. That's really I feel like set me apart and put me in a lot of dope positions,
I sit back and I've learned over the years, just watch. You get so much when you don't talk, and you just see it. And I seen you as an artist probably about 3 years ago, and I saw you really going to overdrive probably about a year and a half. Some clicked, and you're real serious. You're one of those people I call, and when I hit you up, it's business. Like, we cool, but it's like I know when I talk to Joseph, it's got to be about business. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that a lot. There's a lot of people I can call, and I know it's this bull, it's BS. Yeah. Like, just come through or whatever. So when you started charging, what made you say it's $200?
I'm glad you asked that question. So it was, and the funny part is I should have started charging the year before I did. Honestly, for real. Like the way my trajectory was going, bro, I slept on myself for a whole extra. Remember I told you about me having trouble charging? that is one of those things. It wasn't just merchandise items. It was, oh man, I'm just happy to be here, bro. Because I really, like I said, bro, I almost stopped doing this. So the fact that I'm in these rooms, on these stages, in front of these people, I really am just happy to be here. But at a certain point, bro, I'm bringing value to your establishment time and time and time again. I need to be compensated. And I can always sell tickets, bro. I'm never too big to do anything, right? But it was, so here's what happened. 2019, I'm killing it. Everything, bro. I'm everywhere all the time. One of my big homies told me, and I told my homie Ace the same thing, bro. How you gonna make it? Be everywhere all the time, doing everything, bro. I went to so many shows in 2018 that I wasn't on the show. I didn't have a friend in the show, but I know, hey, I like this club. I want to be booked here one day. I need to be there so I can meet the people that are here because this is where I want to be. People wake up feeling like I make music. I should be here. Do you know anyone there, bro? Do they know you? Like, what are you doing, bro? You gotta be places. Yeah. So 2019 comes, I'm doing mad shows, I'm killing everything. And I said, you know what, this year I'm gonna charge. And you know what? I'm just gonna say $100 just to be paid up front. I want that feeling of being compensated up front because they know why they're booking me.
Yeah.
They know why they want Joseph Bill. The Max Out Mob was thick at that time, bro. I couldn't go anywhere where it wasn't 30, 40, 50 cats in the club with got bills on their chest, bro. I won a contest that I probably wasn't even supposed to win, bro, for real, bro. Royce on MTV right now, he got second place. Like, he was probably supposed to win that, bro, but how could I not win, bro? I had a booth set up with lights all over it, had shirts, different models hanging up, had girls in there twerking on stage, got bills everywhere, bro. Like, that dude didn't win, you sure? It would have been a problem, you know? Yeah. So it's like, I said, okay, I just want $100. Just to get something up front. I know I could sell more tickets and make more money, but it wasn't about the amount of money I was making. It was about me setting a precedent, setting a standard. So I did that $100. I didn't book a show for like 4 months, bro. People turning me down left and right, like, nah, we good. And I'm like, that's cool. I would never take offense, bro, but I'm sticking to my standard. You sure? We'll give you 30 tickets you can sell. You can make, nah, man. I don't want to sell the tickets. I want to be on the show and I want to be paid for it. I can't do it. That's fine. Come around April of that year, I booked the first one. I wish I remember who it was too. I'd love to give him a shout out, but I booked the first one. I was like, baby, I did it. They sent me the Cash App. I got it. $100 right there. I got bills. She's like, good for you, baby. You know what I mean? Like, I did it. It was an accomplishment because I set a precedent and it was followed and I felt good. You know what I'm saying? I brought probably 20 people to that show, made them twice as much as they paid me. And that's how it usually works out. You'll probably make double what you paid me anyway. You know what I'm saying? It'll work out in both our favors because I won't have to worry about no bullshit. Yeah. I can focus on my performance. You know how irritating it is the day of the show to be like, yo, okay, I got these 5 tickets. I got to turn my tickets in by 6 o'clock at the sound check, which isn't a real sound check in most cases. That's a whole nother conversation, bro. I ain't trying to sound no crazy way, bro, but we're talking real, right? Yeah, it's a real conversation, man. Yeah. Sometimes I want a sound check for real. Anyway, point is, don't call me the day of the show, the last day of the show, like, yo, you still got tickets? Bro, you don't have to buy them at the door. Now, I can say that because I got paid for this show, and it doesn't hurt me to have my fan buy a ticket at the door. But before that, when now I got to worry about driving across town right after I get off my shift. I'm not going to have 10 minutes to go home, wipe the dirt off my shit, and get in the car and pack up the bag. I'm calling my wife like, babe, I got the banner is in the room underneath. Man, it's constant stress, bro. Mm-hmm. So if I could just get paid for this and focus on making this the dopest show I've done ever at your platform, you're getting your money's worth twofold at least. Yeah. And so I got the $100, and then I said, okay, cool, bro. But now that we've set the precedent, like, well, 100 is not enough. I'm gonna need 200. Like, it's funny it says it on shirt, you know what I'm saying? But like, let me get $200. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna make your money back. And so everything going smooth. They're paying the $200. You know what I'm saying? And so funny thing is, I had went up to I think I went up to 300 is where before the thing with the 200 happened. I went to like 300, and then that whole thing happened. I was like, oh, bro, let me just do 200 for the homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do that. They're like, nah, we can't pay. I was like, that's fine, bro. I'll just come and party and show some love, which I did, you know. And then, it's the internet. Something got taken out of context somewhere, and boom, Mr. 200. Which is funny because it's really, I'm going to need 400, honestly. Anyone watching this going forward, I need 400. Unless we've had a prior conversation or we have a relationship where we trade and work. Yeah. Just so you know, the 200 was the homie hookup. But, yeah, man.
But do you feel, when you get paid for a show, and you're supposed to, I'm all for that. I'd rather pay you. Right. Because it's like I get my money's worth at this point. Yeah. But does that put any pressure on you? Because
it should. It should put pressure on you to really be great. So you're not out here just taking people's money off of some old clout or something. Because I don't even like the word clout. I don't want no clout, bro. I want people to recognize what I do and that I do it well. And I want to be better than I did last time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went out, bought a t-shirt cannon, bro. This is not cheap, bro. Just to be like, yo, ain't nobody got a t-shirt cannon, bro. Fans are gonna go crazy when they see it.
And
you know what I'm saying? I want the show to be so dope. You know what I'm saying? That people are like, yo, remember that show that so-and-so threw? And that one guy was there with the, he had the gun. Remember that guy, Bills? Yeah, he had his face on, you know what I'm saying? So it should, but it put pressure on me, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to deliver. So, yeah, man, if you're getting paid, make sure, I mean, people got to get their money's worth, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're paying me, like, I can't just take your money and show up and do nothing, you know? I can't not bring anyone. I can't not promote the show. I've seen people get paid that don't even share the flyer. And I'm like, bro, like,
that's what I'm asking.
It's a business transaction that they're not just paying for you to show up and rap. They're paying for you, your business. We're all walking businesses. You're leasing Joseph Bills from this date to this date to make your show popping as fuck, you know? So that includes, like, you know, share the flyer a little bit, you know? Yeah, I'm saying you're not paying me to promote. I'm not going to go, you know, I am personally, because I like to make the shows as dope as they are, but, you know, not every artist is going to feel required to, you know, every single day on every single platform, but make sure you're promoting it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let your fan base know where you're going to be and when you're going to be there and how much tickets are, you know, where they can get the tickets, you know, at least 2-3 weeks in advance, at least a couple times a week, you know? So.
Yeah, you have a great, I wish every show I had Joseph Bills on it. I know that sounds crazy.
I appreciate you saying that, man. Yeah. That means a lot to me. It does.
Yeah. Because you bring a certain kind of energy, like post and, you know.
I enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, I love seeing people do what they do, too. Like I said, I'm not afraid to be a fan. Like, a lot of cats come, they leave right away, and that's fine. Maybe you're busy, got business to handle, but, like, enjoy the show, you know? It's a concert, bro. Like, it's not a waste of time. We're not here just bullshitting. Like, let's make the whole show dope as fuck, you know? Because that's going to make all of us look better anyway. Like, collectively, as the group of artists on this stage tonight, like, we're all going to look better if it's just go from start to finish. It's maxed out from start to finish, you know? And maybe a couple artists didn't bring that energy, but maybe one person did. Like, bring that for the after you get off stage, too, you know? Why not? Doesn't hurt nobody.
So when was the first time you ever screamed maxed out?
Oh, bro. I've been saying max out, honestly, since 2013.
What?
They were saying turn up every time, everywhere, bro. I don't see no one standing on no tables. I don't see the bouncer coming over like, bro, get off the table. Bro, get off the bench. Bro, get off the speaker. Hey, you said the table. You didn't say I couldn't stand on the speaker. I don't see people out here falling off. I don't see people really turned up. It's just everyone's like, follow a trend, bro. Turn up, turn up, turn up. And you like at a 6, possibly, you know, like, where's the turn up at, bro? We turned up. Matter of fact, you can't even turn us up anymore. We're maxed out. You ever seen the stereo systems say 10? We're past the 10, bro. We're maxed out. We're clipping on all stereo systems. You feel me? And so they were saying turn up, turn up, turn up, and I just like to go against the grain. So I was like, nah, man, you turned up and we maxed out. And that was 2013, bro. And then it just caught on.
But how did it get to 3?
It got to 3, bro. It's funny, bro. It got the maker of this shirt, shout out Sarah, and her husband Mike. He designed this shirt because I would say it. Let me hear you say it. Max out, max out, max out, max out, max out, max out. I love that energy, bro. They saying it back. We just say it 3 times every time. We say it 3 times, and I had not thought to say, oh, make sure you say it 3 times. And now it's like a little side motto, bro. Max out, max out, max out. Say it 3 times or it don't count. Ooh, it rhymes. It's cool. But yeah, Mike wore this to a shirt. Matter of fact, at 51 West, it was a fire show. Shout out Slump Goddess. She threw that show. She throws fire shows. But he wore it there, and I was like, what is that? He's like, yeah, man, I was hoping you like, you know what I mean? I kind of took a little liberty designing, you know, it's my wife in the kitchen. I said, just make it for me and maybe he'll like it. He could sell it. I was like, fam, I love it. I'm in love with that shirt, bro. I need it. I got to have it. Let's start a line. We'll start selling them tomorrow, you know? But yeah, man, max out, max out, max out. They say, I say it 3 times. They say it 3 times back to me. Say it 3 times.
So that just organically.
All my sayings are organic. Like, it's crazy. Like, if I say overlit, it's because I was over. Everyone's saying lit. Same thing as turn up. Yeah. Telling you, bro, everyone out here just trying to be like everybody, but are we lit? Are you lit? I have that song Overlit. In that video, there's like a speech where I was about to literally almost quote it. There's a speech where I'm like, really? You going to the grocery store? Are you lit? Oh, for real? It's 9 o'clock on a Tuesday and you watching ESPN. Is it lit? Are you lit? But hey, yo, it's lit right now. Is it, bro? You know? Like, some of these words have to have meaning, bro. Otherwise, they don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I agree.
You feel me?
I definitely agree.
I said if everybody's lit, then how's anybody shining?
Yeah.
I'm a diamond, turn a rocket to a diamond. You know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody lit, then who's really lit?
Yeah.
I am. I'm over lit. We over and beyond the lit, you know? All my little catchphrase or whatever, they just come to me naturally from living and thinking that and just saying it a bunch and people gravitating towards it. They're like, oh, I like that. I'm like, yeah, me too, man. I like that too, man. I say that in my songs, bro. You check it out, man.
In the industry, who would you want to align yourself with? Like, you know, you got your TDEs, your Dreamvilles. Who would you want to be like, I'm rock? They heard me, and there's no questions asked. I am going with them.
I mean, honestly, it probably TDE, just because Kendrick, one of my favorites. His whole everything they do is excellent. You know what I'm saying? They only put out excellence. At least Kendrick, you know, he's not. You haven't dropped in how long, right? Probably because
3 years.
Probably because he's waiting for that. But everything he did drop was at that level.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, Dreamville for sure. I mean, Cole has adopted that as well. Early in his career, he said in many songs like, "Bro, I was worried about the bullshit, these watches and stuff. Should have been buying houses." You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out Wes Grave. I know he was just over here talking about that exact thing, that exact sentiment. It takes a while to learn. Like, this stuff isn't this flashy, fly by night. It's not important. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's cool. Like, get what you like if you like it. I'm not saying that, but it's like the shit we're focused on is secondary, bro. Like, we need to be focused on like wealth, like generational wealth later down the line. So anyway, back to, I mean, that's nothing to do with your question.
You already know I'm never gonna stop you.
But yeah, story time with Joseph Bills, bro. It goes everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. It's I wish G-Unit. That G-Unit was my guys. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my biggest inspirations was G-Unit, and that whole flavor that they brought, like, we out here doing whatever we want.
You talking about the culture or the music?
Well, that's not really gang culture is my thing, but more like the music.
No, I'm not, because when you're saying G Unit, are you saying 3G Unit, or are you saying G Unit when it was like at its peak and it was going like down from there?
No, I like.
Do you like Lloyd Banks or do you like the game? Is what I'm asking.
The game, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Lloyd Banks, you know, 50 even. It's just as 50 by itself, 50, you know? But that whole just like, we out here doing what we want, how we want to do it, you know? Because that's how I like to live, you know? And we might live completely different ways, but if we're both living fully authentic to our lives, then those are the people I like to gravitate towards, you know? Not nobody that's like, oh, we got to make sure to do this this chick record, because the label, you know, they said, we got to have a chick record, so we got to make sure that we rapping it like this, and the cadence goes like this. We got to follow that cadence. You know what's in right now with the you know, nah, man, do what you do. You know, if you're doing what you do, I want to do that. I want to do what I do with y'all as well.
Well, you mentioned the game, so with that being said, now I'm interested in what was the first CD you had. What was the first CD that you owned?
The first, this is funny, bro. Only one other person ever asked me that. John Blaze. Shout out John Blaze. It was Puff Daddy and the Family, bro.
You have a your
it's
music
weird,
is
right?
like.
Well, the craziest thing is I barely even listen to anything, so I just come upon things that I like, and so it's like, it's. So
what
crazy.
attracted you to that CD?
I just, man, I had my little CD player, bro, and I would just listen to it over and over, bro. Just the raps on it, bro, the beats, you know what I'm saying? The way it flowed, you know? I'm like, I like Diddy, bro. He's flashy, bro. You know, Diddy out there. He's energetic, bro. He's doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are my guys, bro. So, yeah, I think that was probably my first CD. My memory's kind of shoddy, but that's the first one I remember, like, rocking, like, listening to. So, I count that one.
So, even at a young age, you didn't align yourself with, like, record labels and stuff like that?
Nah, not really, bro. It's weird, man. Like, people have to put me on the music. Be like, yo, you ever heard this? I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, you ever heard this classic? I'm like, I know, bro. Send it to me. I would love to educate myself, you know? I only come across what I come across. And it's like, I don't do too much deep diving. But the flip side of that coin is I sound really unique. So it's like, I could listen. If I go listen to Cassidy for a week straight, I'm probably going to have some real heavy Cassidy influence in my bars. You know what I'm saying? I love that kind of rap. I do that kind of rap too. But it's like, if I just make what I'm making, how I'm feeling in the moments, like, it's just going to sound like Joseph Bills. Like, people have a hard time putting me in a box, I hear.
Yeah.
People have told me this a lot. Like, I don't know, you sound kind of like, so you have some, like, ludicrous, like, energy, but it's not like him. It's kind of like, and I, like, don't know where to put it.
Joseph Bills sounds like Joseph Bills.
Right. And
there's no one I can compare
and I'm so glad that my lack of knowledge in music and my kind of limited palette in music, I'm glad that it at least produced a very unique sound, you know.
But your sound is made now, so are you fans of anything now? Can I see Joseph Bills fanboy into?
I fanboy probably the local cast more than anything because I stay tapped in, bro. Preem just dropped a project. It's insane, bro. It's absolute fire.
And the streets is talking about that one.
Absolute fire, bro.
That's a given.
The last one was fire, bro.
Who
Yeah.
else?
It's usually my camp, bro. Unfortunately, the Fonzarelli project doesn't drop a lot, but I record with him. He's got so much music that is on such a level that I'm just like, please, bro, please drop some of this, bro. People would be absolutely shocked. You know, the man puts hours in on every track. But so I'm a fan of his. People that are out though that you could probably listen to.
Yeah, put me on. I want to know what Joseph Bill's playlist is so I can.
I mean, I like Give Him Hell. Joe Boy just dropped. That's my dog. It's usually just my homies, man. Who else would I listen to right now? You know, Corey S. He dropped fire every time he does decide. Every time he does decide to drop, absolute fire.
Yeah.
Merkham's, I mean, even before he was as big as he is now, that he had a Go-Go Gadget line I heard like probably 3 years ago, and I was like, yo, this kid is crazy, bro. Like, his music is really dope, and he's the one that's very versatile too, bro. He'll give you some New York street, and then he'll give you some,
those two songs sound alike.
Man, it's crazy, bro. So big fan of him. Daily Every Day, bro. I really enjoy a lot of his music, bro. It got me big man. You see, like really good music. I was blessed to get him on a feature. Who else do I like listening to?
Let's just say Joseph Bills likes a lot of people because I know you're gonna watch this and you're like, he left me out.
That my fault. I don't mean to leave anyone out. You know, if I rock with you, I rock with you. You know I do. You know I do.
I didn't want to set Joseph Bills up to have a crazy
someone will be like,
inbox.
damn, bro, you don't listen to me?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You was just in my inbox telling me how dope that was. Oh, shout out Torrey Masters. He just dropped a AZ King challenge, and that was the last person I inboxed. Like, yo, this is crazy, bro. So
did you watch those joints?
I do. I mean, I'd be bored at work. I'm taking a shit. I'm like, let's see what's going on, you know. And Torre killed that, bro. I didn't see too many other ones that I was like, whoa.
So, and that's what I want to talk about too. I have not seen his.
Torres?
And I need to because he's the one that's getting the.
It's very good.
But
bro.
are you finding yourself
bro.
when you see this stuff? You're only like you saw his name and then you click play. That has to be it because I know your timeline's flooded.
Yeah.
So how does that? Is that fair? Like, am I not the only one?
No, I'm positive people are missing a lot of it because the timelines, like you said, they're just flooded with stuff. You know what I'm saying? You might never scroll by that, but yeah, man, it's something you probably have to. You'd have to like dig for it. Like you'd have to go to Tone's page with the intention of watching everyone that submitted that if you really, really wanted to catch everything, you know. But it's like. Who got time to watch all of them? You know? Somebody does.
Somebody does. It just ain't us.
I don't.
Do you like that? Do you like that way of expressing, you know, what these people find in their niche?
I do. I've taken time in my career at different points to like take time out to do like everything I come across like that. You know what I'm saying? Like every freestyle I can do or whatever the hot beat is right now. You know, and it's like it's never not gonna be a good look for an artist because especially on remix beats because you're going to reach whoever loves that song. If you title it right, then you're going to get all their people and 80% might be like, this ain't what I'm looking for. But that 20% of a million is a lot of views, bro, you know? Yeah. So it's like, it's always a good look. It just depends on the artist and what they have going on and where they feel like, where it might benefit them, I guess. And not to say it wouldn't benefit me to like jump in on these, but...
Yeah, why don't you? Just for my curiosity, you ain't.
Well, I guess the Tone just started doing his in the first place, like this year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I had never seen a challenge from him. Yeah. And just in the state of the culture where I was and where my name was at the moment, I was like, well, I don't really want to jump on these challenges, bro, because I'm talking about charging for everything. I'm just gonna start giving out shit for free. I couldn't. How could I?
I'm just testing.
I would have slapped myself. Like, bro, you was just talking. You need your money. Yeah. Now that's not to say that I never do anything off the strength, bro. There's so many people that be like, yo, we got to work where money don't even come up.
So let me ask you this: is there anything that you want? Is there anything that has happened where you wish you could have hopped on? Like, did something happen? And like
the West Coast one he just did.
No, anything.
Anything at all.
Like, is there something that happened?
That I wish I didn't have to stick to my principles.
Yeah,
or
wish
whatever.
like damn, I should have kind of just did that one because I loved it. I wish I could have just did it. Period.
If it's not hitting the top of my head, then it's probably a no, bro.
That's dead.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's the most honest answer you can get.
I'm gonna be honest, and it's like, cause most of the stuff that I would want to hop on, like
you do hop on.
They was with it. They was like, oh, 2, yeah, bro. Like I know what you're gonna do. Like I'm with it. Like the match house parties were fun, homie. Like shout out DJ Kane, bro. Those shits were fun, you know. And I was like, dope. I'm honored that you know what I'm saying, that we're talking business right now. Like let's do it for this, you know. Let's do it for that, you know. And it's like. After the interview happened where it was like Mr. 200, of course everything was 200. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, bro, and God is good all the time. Because had I got in my feelings and responded in a different way than I responded, man, I got stupid blessed. Let's put it like this: all I wanted was the $200 for a performance that I stuck to my guns with. I might just on features booked, shows booked, merch sold from the special shirt, which I got a gift for you.
Yeah.
I might have got 10 times that. It say that somewhere in the Bible, bro. You get 10-fold. Bro, like 2 racks off of just me sticking to my guns and be like, God got it. I ain't even gonna trip. God got it. You know what I'm saying? And like the next day after that happened, to see the outpouring of people like, bro, this Joseph Bills, bro. This dude's legit. Like this is a solid dude, bro.
I called you because of that.
Like what y'all doing? Y'all looking real funny right now. Like so many people, bro. And I know we were talking to somebody. I forgot that part of the story. But it was just a dope outpouring.
No, I mean it makes sense, and that's why I think when I saw that interview, I was in the kitchen with my wife and I was watching it, and I said, "This sounds crazy," because this is how it's supposed to go, and this man is doing what you're supposed to do, and people are mad about that. And I think I went to sleep and I called you the next morning, and coincidentally, it was your birthday.
And exactly, and I did happen to get a few calls too, which I was like, "Bro, thank you. I really appreciate this. To know that." Like what I said wasn't crazy, bro. Like, no, that wasn't crazy. And the funniest part is, I had asked for that interview, and someone was like, "Hey man, he asked for it," and I'm like, "Yeah, I did ask for it because what was put online was I threw a concert for kids, and Joseph Bills tried to charge me. He's an asshole," and I'm like, "Whoa." And I'm calling people. I'm not the internet guy, so I'm not going and posting and this and that. Yeah. I'm calling everyone like, "Bro, why didn't you say the rest of the story?" And he's like, "Fam, it wasn't even like that, bro. That man ran with it." And I'm calling it. Well, no, go ahead. No, it was network. I called network, and I'm like, "Bro, what about what I said to you when I left?" And he's like, "Bro, it wasn't even what I was saying wasn't even like that. It was in passing, like whatever." He tried to charge me $200. Tone took that and ran with it, and I was like, "Okay, well, look, let's all sit down together. Like, let's get this out there, bro, because that's not my character." You know what I'm saying? That's what I was concerned about, was my character. Them being like, "Oh, Joseph Bills, like F them kids," like. That was hilarious, bro. I made Michael Jordan crying face. And
so you did that?
Hell yeah, I made that night.
I didn't know you did that.
Look, and people are like, "You got a PR team, bro?" I called my boy like, "Hey, fam, I'm coming over in an hour." I called my other boy in Seattle, bro. I'm like, "Fam, you buy your computer? I need you to make this graphic for me real quick. I'll send you all the files right now." I was like, "Hey, bro," I called Jacob Reed, my man. I was like, "Hey, bro, can you print these shirts up this week?" "Yeah, I need these." I call everyone that works with me closely, like, "I need this right now, bro." And because I do such good business, like, I'm on it. Yeah. I drove to his house. He happened to have a Winnebago in his backyard for 1 week. His parents were coming to pick it up from like Buffalo. Shout out Solo Visions. And I was like, "This is perfect, bro." That's perfect. I'm like, "Here at GBE, we've heard, you know." I
saw that.
It was so clutch, bro.
Yeah.
But so here's the funny part, bro. That clutch, obvious response of, he said Joseph Bills said, "Fuck the kids." I never once in my life. I love kids, bro. And some of my homies are like, "Bro, they don't even know what you be doing. You should tell them you do this. Tell them you do that." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not here to defend myself from it. I don't need to swing my sword, bro." You know what I'm saying? Like, God got it. The defense that I should be saying, that'll come out because it's such vast truth amongst the world of how I actually operate. But that was the weirdest part to me, because that was hilarious, and people even took that, was like, "You see, even he said it," and I'm like, "Fam, you see that sarcasm, right?" Like, I mean, that's clear sarcasm, bro. Like, that picture was from Tone's post. I took the picture he used. Like, but anyway, I see how it got lost on people that were feeling away, because there was an underlying real issue there that even I had missed. And that's why I called the interview, because I said, "Hey, bro, like, when I saw how special that was, and like, what I tell you I'm about, changing lives. That's how I'm successful if I stop tomorrow, because I changed somebody's life. I mean that, bro." So when I saw like how awesome that was for everyone involved, and there were kids there, and there were vendors, and, you know, people looking over their balconies, and I was like, "Yo, this is dope." Like, I ain't never been to a block party inside of an apartment complex before, just for the people that live here. That was my first time, and it was amazing. So on my way out, I'm like, "Hey, bro, next time you do this, I'm in 100%, homie. Like, this is special, and I want to be a part of it. And so the only reason I even called that interview was just so people knew, like, I left there learning a lesson, right? Like, just so y'all know.
Do you feel like people?
I feel like people want to hear what they
want to hear.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the people that were like, yes, I've been waiting for a moment to get on this guy. I never really he's always too happy. That Joseph Bills.
Yeah.
I never really, it was perfect for them because they're like, yeah, fuck him. And I'm like, that's cool, bro. You've obviously felt like that. You know what I'm saying? And then to see the amount of people that were like, no, bro, we know you. You know what I'm saying? There were some people that didn't even call or whatever, just seen him later in the streets like, oh, bro, just so you know, man, like, I didn't call because I'm like, bro, you don't got to explain nothing, homie, because we know each other. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if anyone took the time to really be like,
do their research and
or not even just from what I was saying in that actual like, hey, bro, you heard me say like I can't wait to do this, like, because I don't come from this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was raised in Scottsdale around nice stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I moved out on my own to other areas. Like, bro, I don't like what's going on over here, bro. Like, this feels funny to me. Like, feels like a lot of two-face everywhere I go. So I move here, I move there, I move there. I'm at different walks of life everywhere. And I'm like, as the years go on, I'm like, oh, well, I guess people are going to be people anywhere you live, So I'm like, you can only know what you know when you know it. And until then, you don't know it. What are you going to do? All you can do is learn. So I said, bro, this is dope. I can't wait to be a part of something like this. Because Network told me, he said, some of these people will never be able to go to a Joseph Bill show. They're never gonna go down to the Monarch Theater for hip hop day.
I remember you saying that.
You feel me? Yeah. And I was like, damn, you right, bro. Like, it's bigger than $200 sometimes. And that's when I was like, I'm in.
So do you wish you would have did it? That show, not like in the future. You wish, okay, I should have.
No, I don't wish I would have done that show. Okay. Because that would be. It wouldn't be genuine, bro, because I wouldn't have known. It's not like a regret of mine. It's like I'm happy I didn't do that show, so my eyes were open to an entire new thing. Yeah. Now I know something different. Had I just done that show, I would have never understood that lesson of how special this is, because it would have just been another show and people enjoying it, right? It would have just been people enjoying a show to me. Yeah, it wouldn't have been like, oh, wait a minute. This could be something more, So I literally had to go down that way in order for me to learn the lesson I learned, and it was really beneficial to me too, bro.
It worked out for you.
It worked out not only monetarily, bro, but I'm a very I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Everyone on this planet, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. So and so might have said this, that. I'm be like, okay, I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, and a lot of people came across on that differently than I thought they would have, and I was like, you too? I was like, but every time is this. But now that there's this open little bullseye, I'm like, oh, bet. I said, oh, bet. Yeah. So it was really good for me to see. Who really Lecrae said that. He said, man, sometimes in the industry, they're not your friends, bro. It's just people you work with. And if you know what I mean, I like to be everybody's friend, man, because that's just the energy I put out and the energy I like to receive back. But everybody ain't gonna be a friend, bro.
Yeah, man. So many movie quotes and so many.
You see what I'm saying?
They're trying to tell us.
Yeah, they're trying to put us on game. Like, bro, they not for you. You could work, but sometimes they don't have your best interest. And so that was good too. I needed to learn that for my next step in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Because I promise you, bro, if it was an academic thing or one of them other roasters, Joe Budden got a hold of me, bro, it would have been, I might have cried or something. It might get in my ass, bro, and I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have been prepared. Yeah. I would have never had that experience. Yeah, so now that I had media training, bro, I don't have all I do is what I do. I just do the most I can do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know media trainer. I don't know manager. I got no PR. I got no tour booker. I'm doing all this, bro. Me and my wife, my cameraman, we doing all this ourselves. So I'm proud of what we were able to put together. I'm proud of the places we're about to go. I'm proud of the people that pay me what I asked for, and you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of the people that support my music and believe in me and sing along and yell Max out. Man, sometimes I got a chorus where I say, bro, I said, you see me start from when they wouldn't even look for me. Now I hold the mic out to the crowd. They sing the hook for me. Look, homie, like, that's dope to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, to drop that and they singing, like, you can't take nothing away from me, bro. You know what I'm saying, man? I put in work, bro. I work really hard, and I'm very grateful, and I'm very honored for every connection I got. I'm honored to be sitting on this couch, bro. Like, the people I'm around, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's important to me, So I could just be me, bro. I'm just Bills.
And that's where we are right now with Joseph Bills. It's so unfortunate because I could talk to these people. I could talk to Joseph Bills for hours. But That's what part 2 is for.
There you go. Tune
So
back in.
this was Grind Culture, man. This was Joseph Bills. Where can they find you at?
JosephBills.com, man. I got bill shirts for sale. Holla at me. The tweeters, the twatters, the snippers, the snappers, the grams, all that.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, I brought you a gift. Let's show
So,
the people
yeah,
I got
what's-
you.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
This is a gift from Joseph Bills. I have no idea what it is. Oh, it's a party pack.
Yeah, you know, we bring
It's
a couple
a party
things.
pack.
We bring
Oh,
a couple
it's
of
super lit.
things.
And he explained the shirt.
I'm going to need
Perfect.
about 200.
Yeah, he explained the shirt earlier.
Well, shout out McNasty. He put that together. He just sent me that, bro.
Yeah. This way?
He just sent me that
we
graphic.
lit?
I said, you my friend. I'm going to make sure that this tomorrow.
Like that one. Right? Down. Right there.
Fire.
Perfect.
Hey, I got those for sale on the website too, man.
Yeah, go grab you a
Shop.bills.com.
shirt ASAP.
Yep.
ASAP, I got. What do you call these?
He got his own money, man. Those are Joseph Bills. Those are Bills bucks.
Okay, I just wanted
Those
to
are
make-
Bills bucks.
I wanted to make sure.
And by the way, anyone watching this, I did it way before Usher did it, homie.
Hey,
Don't
that's
get
facts.
it twisted, bro.
That's facts.
Been doing that.
'Cause that's why I asked him what he called him, because I didn't want to say Bills Bucks. You know
Been
what I'm saying?
doing that,
'Cause, yeah,
boy.
This been a thing.
Long time.
I've been had to like get a couple off my forehead after you.
Yeah, I had to sweep them up and stuff. It was a time I used to have to go pick them all back up. It cost me so much to make them joints. Like, I ain't going through this. Is real. It was $1.60 per bill. It's more than real money.
Yeah, man. I'm about to have fun tonight.
Yes, sir.
About to get my pictures lined up and everything, man. But yeah, this was Grind Culture. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm clear?
Max out. Damn, bro, I get this.
The grind, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the hustle, the culture, the business, the budget, the paper, the muscle.